connecting the world. Join us today as we make rent payment easier everywhere. As the sun rises in Uganda, across Africa and beyond, millions of hardworking people earn their living daily. But when rent is due, many face the same challenge: paying on time without stress. Welile was created with one vision: to support tenants, especially daily income earners, pay rent easily, securely, with dignity. Here is where you come in. As a Welile partner, you are supporting families and homes while earning a 15% monthly reward that grows as Welile expands globally. From Africa's bustling cities to the world's financial hubs, partners join hands to make rent payment seamless. Welile, supporting tenants, rewarding partners, connecting the world. Join us today as we make rent payment easier everywhere. You are most welcome. The team just is an amazing. So we're going to start this simply by welcoming you across the world, across Africa, wherever you're seated. Just sit tight and uh, get ready to digest this moment. Get ready to enjoy, get ready to understand, and keep those questions coming in. Just go to the live chat, uh, share your question, share whatever inquiry that you would you're coming. As a Welile partner, you are supporting families and homes while earning a 15% monthly reward that grows as Welile expands globally. From Africa's bustling cities to the world's financial hubs, partners join hands to make rent payment seamless. Welile, supporting tenants, rewarding partners, connecting the world. Join us today as we make rent payment easier everywhere. As the sun rises in Uganda, across Africa and beyond, millions of hardworking people earn their living daily. But when rent is due, many face the same challenge: paying on time without stress. Welile was created with one vision: to support tenants, especially daily income earners, pay rent easily, securely, with dignity. Here is where you come in. As a Welile partner, you are supporting families and homes while earning a 15% monthly reward that grows as Welile expands globally. From Africa's bustling cities to the world's financial hubs, partners join hands to make rent payment seamless. Welile, supporting tenants, rewarding partners, connecting the world. Join us today as we make rent payment easier everywhere. As the sun rises in Uganda, across Africa and beyond, millions of hardworking people earn their living daily. But when rent is due, many face the same challenge: paying on time without stress. Welile was created with one vision: to support tenants, especially daily income earners, pay rent easily, securely, with dignity. Here is where you come in. As a Welile partner, you are supporting families and homes while earning a 15% monthly reward that grows as Welile expands globally. From Africa's bustling cities to the world's financial hubs, partners join hands to make rent payment seamless. Welile, supporting tenants, rewarding partners, connecting the world. Join us today as we make rent payment easier everywhere. As the sun rises in Uganda, across Africa and beyond, millions of hardworking people earn their living daily. But when rent is due, many face the same challenge: paying on time without stress. Welile was created with one vision: to support tenants, especially daily income earners, pay rent easily, securely, with dignity. Here is where you come in. As a Welile partner, you are supporting families and homes while earning a 15% monthly reward that grows as Welile expands globally. From Africa's bustling cities to the world's financial hubs, partners join hands to make rent payment seamless. Africa, the world beyond, and Uganda. This is Asaya Keith, your moderator today here as Welile celebrates 2 years of bringing financial freedom unto each and everyone. So here is just a brief of the location. We are coming live to you from Kabale, Farmland in Entebbe. That's the Welile headquarters. So today we celebrate 2 years of unlocking Africa's offline data and turning it into financial value. As we give you that value, as we give you those returns, as we give you those rewards, we know at Welile that rent support is not just charity, it is community. And with that community, we are growing together, we are unlocking financial freedom. So with that brief, we are going to be having a couple of activities running on this live today. We'll be having an introduction from the team. We'll be having a brief presentation from the CEO as we run and introduce to you the early selected angel pool of shareholders. So, yeah, you can share this link to your friends. You can link to each and everyone that you would like to unlock their financial freedom, their financial status, and add financial value to them. So, without further ado, I'm going to allow the introductions to come through, and in there I'll be sharing a little bit about the angel pools. Stay tuned. Just share that link, tap subscribe, and like those. So we're going to be having the COO, Mr. Joseph Lukoda, and COO briefly stands for the Chief Operations Officer. Just get excited to hear from him. You're most welcome, Mr. Lukoda.
Hello everyone, happy anniversary. My name is Lukoda Joseph, as the monitor said. I'm the COO with Technologies Limited. I'm happy that we are making Africa India of supporting finance all over Africa. And I'm very, very happy to be part of this great team. Thank you so much for.
Okay. So that was Mr. Joseph Lukoda, the COO. And just a brief about this live stream. I would just like to inform you that the company is at the stage of reinvestment. We are not looking for more money. We are just reinvesting and, getting into our next step of traction. So all those figures, all those numbers are going to be shared by the CEO as he gives you that presentation. Just get excited. Join me as we welcome the CTO. You've seen the Welile app, you've heard about the portals, you've seen those beautiful purple colors being accentuated on your phone. So just get to hear the voice behind those visuals that you see on the Welile app. Mr. Joshua Ayinza, you're most welcome.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Joshua Wanda Inza. I'm the CEO, I'm the CTO of Wele Technologies Limited. I'm very happy for the second anniversary of this company. Yeah, we have this is where God has brought us, and we are going far. So thank you everyone for supporting us. Thank you everyone for trusting us with your money, and thank you for your support.
Yes. That's Mr. Ayinza. If you allow me joke a little bit, he's not used to human language. He's used to the zeros and ones, just as the CTO. So I would just like to give you a brief about the angel pool. The angel pool is capped at Uganda shillings 500 million. What does that mean? That means there is an 8% interest into the company. So at that, just that 8% in such a big company. So yeah, just get excited, as we have the CFO. Now we are talking numbers, now we are talking money, now we are talking financial freedom, now we are talking way leader to you. So the CFO, that's the Chief Financial Officer, Mercy Bayo. You are most welcome.
Hello everyone. It's 2 years. My name is Biomasi, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer, the CFO of Welile Technologies. It's been 2 years of paying rent. It's been 2 years of transforming Africa's data into financial value, and it has been such a beautiful opportunity. 2 years of Welile is a lot of sacrifice, a lot of effort, and we appreciate God for it. We look forward to 100 more years of serving you. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes, yes. When you talk numbers, when you talk Wedile, when you see that notification buzzing, that's the person behind all that. CFO, Mercy, Bio. So the next person coming in, the next introduction we are getting. Uh if you don't follow us on our social handles, if you've come across any where did the content, that's the brain behind, that's the man behind all the content coming in, and that's none other than Mr. Mwanguzi Gideon. So as he comes in, I would just like to share with you our handles, just like you see the YouTube where did the technologies. We have social media handles across all platforms. We have TikTok, we have Instagram, we have X, we have LinkedIn, and all those, you just input the word Wedile underscore technologies across all platforms. You can also search our WhatsApp channel for all timely updates, for amazing content and zing.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mwanguzi Gideon, the CMO, the Chief Marketing Officer, Wedile Technologies. I want to thank God for the very, 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 very good blessing that He has put upon our lives. Being in service for 2 years, I want to thank God for His grace, for His mercies, and we are so expectant of how far we are going. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for trusting with your money with us. We can't wait to deliver more to you. Thank you so much, our audience.
Yes, yes, yes. And now, as we get close to the gist of the day today, the core idea is very simple. Rent is the most consistent financial obligation in Africa. You can never do away with the rent. And with Wedile, we are just, making rent amazing. We are making rent profitable, as we compassionately keep on moving together, as we compassionately keep on growing together as a family, as a community, as Africa. And someone amazingly told me that God is the greatest CEO. He said God created the world, God is the owner of the world, and he sat back and let us run. He created many CEOs. But today I bring you none other than Mr. Benjamin Muhanguzi, and he's not just your normal CEO. He's not just, someone usually in the making. This is the brain and mind behind Wedile Technologies. Wherever you move, wherever you go, there's an insider joke here at Wedile. The people on the cameras allow me make sure he doesn't see it, but when you see him around, you hear Mr. Purple. That's it. And he normally tells us that he believes the universe is purple. So I won't speak too much for the man, but let him come and share the video. CEO, sir, you're most welcome.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for showing up today. I'm glad to be live to you. My name is Benjamin Muhangus, of course. Today we are marking 2 years in operations. We've seen a tremendous increase in the demand of rent, and we still believe that rent is a need that is here to stay for the next 100 years. We are seeing that I was traveling on a border board, and a guy told me he has paid rent for 20 years. So it's so dangerous to realize that there's no financial value attached to a person who has paid rent for 20 years. Yeah. And then we believe the next 100 years there's going to be the same need rent. So we are setting Wedile Technologies to be an infrastructure all over Africa. We are not just building a small product. We are not building a platform. Today, as we celebrate 2 years, we might have developed a platform. You might have perceived us as an investment uh, plan. Might have perceived us as a savings scheme, or most people also sometimes they tend to think we are like those platforms that scam people. But we are not building something temporal. We are building an infrastructure for rent. We know rent is a number one priority in Africa. If you look at the statistics, rent is a priority expenditure in every family. So having an infrastructure where all African rent flows through, it is the one of the greatest opportunity you can have on board. So as we celebrate 2 years today, just want us to experience where we're heading, and then I want us to be able to allow everyone embrace the new stuff that we are doing. For example, today's live stream, it is first of its kind. We've been hearing of sound and echo and all that. We ask you to endure that. It is for a moment. It is first of its kind, and we are going to have better and better more engagements. We shall have physical meetings. We shall have online meeting to ensure that our communication is open to everyone who is interested in this thing we call Welire. Then, before I go further, I would like to share the core idea. Today we are celebrating 2 years in operations, but the reason why we have arranged such a meeting is to make sure we answer questions of our partners. We have over 400 plus partners, but in those partners, there are those who want to really buy shares. There are those who want to invest in the company, those who want to invest in the vision. So the real reason why we have done this meeting, that we may open up a conversation that can answer the questions of our potential shareholders. Before we engage any further, the core idea of Welide is rent. Rent is the most consistent obligation. We turn rent into an asset. Yeah, we want to make sure rent can be investable. The core source of that idea is the vision. We see that Africa has a lot of behavior that is not tracked. African behaviors include how we pay rent, how we do our shopping, how we live. All that is not gauged. There is a popular narrative when they talk about African GDP. The popular narrative is they say Africa has a population of 1.6 billion. Then they compare us with a small country called France. It has a population of 66 million people. But then the GDP of France is $3.5 trillion, and the GDP of Africa is $3.4 trillion. However, there's a digit they don't look at. France is banked 99%, but Africa is banked 58%. That's a very big gap. That means Africa is not poor. Africa is rich. The reason why we are rated poorly by World Bank and all those guys who do GDP statistics is because there's a lot of behavior that is not converted into data, and that data which is not communicated as a good information for Africa. So the gap of untracked African behavior is the one making World Bank read us as a poor continent. So one of our core vision, of our core mandate, is to make sure African data is converted into African information, which information is converted into financial value. We have started with rent. Rent is our entry point in the business. We are now a toddler of 2 years, but we believe there is 100 years of us operating in that space. Uh, yeah, that's the idea. Yeah. Now the problem is over 40 million plus. That's what we see. 40 million plus. We can say 40 million according to Welire, but a majority of Africans pay rent. Yeah, and landlords receive cash, which is not written anywhere. So we are building an infrastructure whereby even the rent you paid in the history can be used to create financial value. Even the rent you paid, even the rent you are going to pay should show the reliability. Yeah, the rent you are going to pay should be able to show reliability to a financial provider. So one of our core struggles in Africa is the landlord wants money before you sleep, but then the tenant wants to pay after sleeping. So we have positioned ourselves to create an infrastructure that can make rent easy, even for a monthly earner. Yeah, well, it is structured in a way that we can serve uh, all problems that can be answered by our vision. We have a pipeline of ideas that touch rent. One of them include making sure your past paid rent can become a credible data before financial institutions. So it's a very big problem. We are glad that you have believed in us this far for 2 years, and we believe there's more 2 years. There's more 2 years for us to experience the benefit of African behavior converted into financial value. So what's the solution on board? We see tenant we see tenant rent support. That's the solution we bring on board from all those behaviors that we have seen. The behaviors we have seen that a tenant wants to pay after sleeping, but then the landlord wants the tenant to pay before they sleep. We have made sure that you can benefit from such a cycle because every month, the landlord will demand the rent. But after every month, a tenant will have a struggle to pay rent. That's the current prominent product that you are experiencing, where people are making 15% per month of the rent they pay, where we have partners, actually some partners, we began, some partners we are doing 20%, which we reduced. But our core focus is making sure this rent can be can become an asset to everyone who has believed that rent is a need that is going to stay for the next 100 years. But we want to reshape how it is done. Yeah, thank you for that. And uh, the the business model, the business model we are using, we are not lending. Yeah, we are not money lenders. Yeah, we are not a deposit taking uh, company. We are not a deposit taking financial institution. We are also not, we are not a bank. We don't have a vision of creating a bank. We are not a unit trust or an investment plan, but we are a platform that enable tenants to access rent from people who have the rent. Yeah, we are simply that platform. We are building a bridge between the people who have the rent which can be paid now and the people who want to pay later. So we are building that bridge. We are deliberately structuring ourselves to connect the person paying rent for these tenants, to connect them to the person needing rent. We are deliberately structuring ourselves as a platform where a tenant can even have a conversation with the person paying rent for them. We might not have reached there, but remember, we are a toddler of 2 years. But we have a roadmap of making sure in future you can invest, you can pay rent for someone as a business. Yeah, yeah, that's what we are creating. Uh, our vision, we see uh, 40 million users in the long term, which is more than that because we have a lot of financial value in African behavior. We see our vision is broad to the extent that there is there's a conversation we see in the marketplace called financial inclusion, uh, being the fact that we are tracking the core information on the ground. Our agent network has they have direct contact with tenants who are really not banked. So we have a very big potential of having 40 million plus users on our platform. Yeah, we encourage you to uh, study our vision and see the part you can play as you have picked interest in becoming a vision investor or an angel investor. uh, we are glad that you have embraced the vision that we have been explaining all along. This conversation is to enable you have questions, have right questions to type to us that we may reply. We also encourage you to go on our WhatsApp channel, our WhatsApp community channel, and type any question, any thoughts. Today it is open for everyone to type. We encourage you to type questions on that WhatsApp group and also type your questions on YouTube. Yeah, we encourage you to share your link with anyone who was having questions about our business and our operations. But we are embracing everyone who is believing in this idea. We believe the future can be made better together than doing it alone. This is something we would have discussed in private boardrooms and then invite secret investors with big monies, but would like the whole community to benefit in such a vision. Yeah. So I encourage you to also share the link with anyone who has been having questions about us, and you can share the WhatsApp group link to anyone to join so that they can also have their questions answered. Yeah. Uh, right now, if we build this platform, we see a potential of, imagine 40 million users. Even if we charge $1 a month, we don't care how much ROI we are paying out, 15% or 10%, but as long as it is a financial value generated for Africa. So, but for the platform can even be sustained by 1%. And now this is a hint for you who would like to invest in the vision. If you are to invest in the vision, you should be ready to see that we are ready to build an infrastructure, to invest and reinvest in an infrastructure that can touch the whole Africa. So we would like you to see the potential. We know most of our partners have invested because they want a monthly return, a quick short-term gain, but the long view of our vision, what we see ahead, we see an infrastructure that touches every African country. We see an infrastructure where rent flows. We see an infrastructure that can enable you to access rent and have uh, value value for the rent you have contributed. Not only rent, there are other aspects. For example, if you look at our platform, for those who are early adopters, there's an AI ID. Being in a generation of AI, there's a need for you to have an AI identity that can track your financial credibility. We are not only building for rent, we are embracing the entire African behavior. We want a bank to know that you paid a border person. We want a bank to know that you've paid rent for the last 20 years, because we have seen people paying rent for the last 20 years. We want that to be known. Yeah. So we have a lot of new ideas in our research and development unit, including AI identities, and we are the pioneers of AI identities. The future of currency is not going to be money, it is going to be it's going to be energy, and which is attached to your identity with the usabilities, that the usability of this infrastructure around you. That include the rent you pay, the spaces you move to, the conversations you have, the people that know you, the the questions you ask chatbots. All those create a financial value, which is not yet unlocked, but we see it. But our current focus is on rent, unlocking access to rent. How we value ourselves. We know we have just taken 2 baby steps, yeah, but we've seen those who have gone ahead of us. We've seen companies like they are not on the continent, but if you look at companies like Amazon, one of our inspirational companies, you look at companies like Uber, companies like Airbnb, if you look at their concept of innovation, they enable the shared economy to work. That's our realm, that's our lane, that's where we function. Now, when we talk about our valuation, it means as a person who has believed in the vision, you will be able to be part of a company worth like something like $1 billion, $3 billion, $5 billion, because our vision has a potential to scale. 2 years of positioning ourselves to make sure it works. We might not play with the way other companies have played, but we have a blueprint of ideas of companies that have gone ahead of us. But more than that, we have an African way to execute a startup. So as you embrace our vision, we want you to understand that no one has done this before in Africa, paying rent for tenant. No one has done that. No one has a vision like ours. As you embrace it, you need to understand that. But also, we also need to understand that this is something that is available in the community. This is a problem available in the community, and this is a need we encounter every day. Therefore, having an infrastructure enabling it, it is possible to to create value like those who have gone ahead of us. Before, you could not travel to UK and have a house to stay in, except you have a long line of logistics to pray so that you can stay. But now you can go on your phone and book Airbnb and stay in UK. You can go and stay anywhere. That's Airbnb. That's something that had not appeared before. So we are the same kind that are developing an idea that has not been appearing anywhere. So we might use management and executional tactics that are not well conversant with the people we are serving, but as long as we are delivering value, as long as we are delivering value to our community, what matters most is someone's rent is paid. What matters most, someone can enter a house. So as you embrace as we celebrate these 2 years of execution, then as you embrace our vision of making sure we turn African data into financial value, we've started with rent. We are turning rent into financial value. As you embrace this vision, we would like you to understand us, that we are executing using a blueprint which you cannot read anywhere, but we are digging from different examples of people who have done things that have not been here. So what do we present to you as angel pool? First of all, to explain what do we call angel pool, there's angel investors. These are people you have been asking, many of you have been asking, how do I buy shares in Welile? Yes, I'm a partner, I've contributed this much, how do I come on board? How do I become a shareholder? How do I choose who to sit on the board of directors? How do I come on board? So this is what we have arranged for you. We have arranged a pool of 500 million Ugandan shillings. This is something we have that will represent 80% of the entire company. For 8% of the entire company. So the entire company is not going to be funded by 500 million. And matter of the fact is that we are not raising capital. You are not raising capital because we have a system that can cater for our customers' demands. But we want to make sure the partners who have been with us, when we have started having conversations with institutional investors, we have had UDB, NSSF. Not only that, we have had conversations with Y Combinator. We have had conversations with venture capitalists who would like to buy stake to put us in the direction of being on a stock market. Being on a stock market means that you are able to sell your shares easily without touching the business's capital. So heading into that direction, we don't want to leave back our partners who have given us the traction that has given us visibility before institutional investors, who have given us traction. You are the guys that have given us traction that has given us visibility before these guys, UDB and NSSF guys. So why we do 500 million is to make sure our partners who are interested in buying shares can also benefit when we are a public company. Yeah, we are not on a hurry to raise capital, but we are opening a window for people who would like to buy shares. Yeah, because if you see our business model, it funds itself. So there's no necessity of raising too much equity, but the necessity is on allowing the people that have given us traction to be partakers of the public company when it is going to become. We are becoming that. It might not take long because the idea has a lot of potential. However, we encourage you to be part of the angel investment group. An angel investor is someone, this is how we define an angel investor. An angel investor is someone who invests because they believe in the vision. Yeah, it's someone who invests because it is not something you put in money for short-term income or short-term gain, but it is something you put in money because you believe this vision has potential. Like you see, someone who invested in Amazon. Do you have that example? Someone who invested in Amazon, $1,000. Yeah, I think they didn't show it. Someone who invested in Amazon when it was still an idea, 1997. When someone invested $1,000, someone who invested $1,000 in Amazon shares, now their current share value goes to $1 million plus. Yeah, but in 1997, you could not believe Jeff Bezos' vision except you have a keen eye to see something that can touch the whole Africa. So when you are contributing funds to buy shares in our angel pool of 500 million, you are not buying, you are not going to ask for shares for dividends except we have passed 4 years from now. When you are investing, you are not going to ask for a board seat in 1 year. You are going to believe in the people who are on the ground, because it's not about the boardroom. If you look at Africa, it's not about the boardroom. We have seen companies who have come 1 year and they are out. But in Africa, it's not about the boardroom. It's about the street. Yeah, are you able to collect rent from a tenant? It's not about the financial, the management reports or financial reports, or it's not about the things that management reports. It's about the impact in the society. Because if you look at Africa, can an African to trust you, they have to see uh, your your impact in their personal lives. So we are prioritizing the impact we have on the tenants. We are prioritizing the value we create for the landlords. Now, more importantly, we are prioritizing the value we are creating for the agents. Also, we are creating the value for small savers. We have very many partners who are on board, and majority of our partners are in 20 million, 30 million. That makes over 70%. 70%, 20 million, 10 million. The value we are creating for those people is more important, than the profit and income statement, because we know the sustainability of any company is the value it is able to deliver for a long period of time. Yeah. So when you are investing in, we have an agreement we have designed for angel investors pool. When you are investing in the angel investors pool, it's not something you are going to earn from on a monthly basis. If your money is supposed to be coming to you back in a monthly basis, don't expect it from angel pool. Expect that from tenant partnership. Tenant partnership is where you contribute money, and on a monthly basis, we use that money to support tenants, and then you get your return. Or in case you want your capital back, you can call it in 3 months, it's back. That's tenant partnership. But angel pool is you are investing in a vision that is here for the next 100 years, and you are ready to believe in the leadership to deliver. Yeah. We encourage you to be part of this. It's not, our instincts tells us that 8% of our company in the next 100 years will be something you will not regret. Yeah, if you look at the people who have gone ahead of us. Yeah, so I encourage you to embrace this angel pool as someone who is investing in a vision, but not investing to get return on investment on a monthly basis. Not invest to get control of the boardroom. Yeah, because if you look at how we operate, Welide has shareholders. We have over 16 shareholders who believed in the idea when it was still fresh. Yeah, we have over those shareholders who came later, but these are the guys who are ready to make sure they see the vision happen. Then we can talk about cashing out at an IPO stage. So we are in the direction of being on an IPO. We embrace every person who believes in our idea. We embrace them in a way that supports us to go to an infrastructure level. Yeah, not a quick short-term gain. Yeah, yeah. I think that's all with our presentation. Yeah, we have a direction for being on NASDAQ. We have a direction for being on NASDAQ. Being on NASDAQ, that means we are attracting venture capitalists who have influence and ability to press us on the space of NASDAQ. The reason for NASDAQ is it is business oriented and it embraces every technology company that comes on board. The reason for taking that direction is because when you invest as an angel investor, and then we get an investor who is taking us to NASDAQ, they invest to make sure the company goes public, and they can cash out on a public stock market instead of asking capital from the business. So we have a roadmap of making sure we're on NASDAQ. One of the roadmap hints are we have conversations with venture capitalists. When venture capitalists find angel investors, that means the angel investor gains more value because you are the early adapters. If someone invests maybe $800 billion in exchange for 20% of the company, that means you gain value, you the owner of 500 million for 8%. Your 500 million as an angel investor becomes your 500 million Ugandan shillings as an angel investor can become $1 million by reason of that person investing 800 billion. But the conversation we are having with venture capitalists is to make sure they see our desire to be on the stock market. Because if you look at our idea, it can fund itself. Yeah, it funds itself. So the reason for being on the stock market is to unlock liquidity at shareholders level. But when we unlock that liquidity, we want to make sure every one of the person who believed in our vision should benefit from that liquidity unlocked. Yeah. Can you scroll down? So if you look at our monthly income, if you look our monthly payouts, the data of our monthly payout, if you look our tenant partner payouts and angel and compare it with angel pool, if you are going to embrace us as an angel investor, you are investing as a long-term wealth creator. You are not investing for monthly gains. But for monthly gains, you are free to keep on partnering as a tenant partner. But then again, still, if you don't believe in our abilities to scale at our stage, we would like you to keep watching us at another stage, because there are people who would like more control of the company, more control of what is done on a daily basis, more control of what we decide. But in case you would like that part, yeah, there is a stage where really there will be a public company, and it will be more safer for such an instinct, because we honor every person's voice, every person's belief. But at our stage, we are at a baby stage that require the founder level hands-on, because the vision is still fresh. 2 years, it is nothing. If you look at people who have built long-term visions. So we are at this stage. You are coming in as a pool investor. You see that this vision has a potential to be a sustainable rent infrastructure, which hasn't existed. If we had a vision of creating a bank, there you would attract experienced bankers. But we have a vision which no one has seen it before. We have an idea that no one has executed before. Yeah, that's why when you start conversations of you can earn 15% per month of your investment, and people say scam, scam, scam. They normally say that, but that's why it is unusual to explain, because it seems too good to be true. So that is the necessity of allowing the team that has believed in the vision. That is one. And then two, you come on board as an angel investor and believe in our roadmap. The roadmap to be a public company, the roadmap whereby the CEO can disappear for 5 years doing other stuff, and the company still runs without any question of are you credible, are you registered, and all that. So that's it that we wanted to show you. The final message is, right now you can access the angel pool with just $5. Yeah, you can. We are going to share the shareholders agreement of the angel pool, but that $5 becomes the pool, becomes part of the pool of the angel investors, which makes 8% of the entire company. That means when we get another investor, that is a venture capitalist, because they are on board, we are still having conversations, but anytime from now, we will see an announcement with our first venture capitalist. But when you come as an angel investor, $5, yeah, is not what you are owning, but it's the infrastructure you are buying. Yeah, you are owning. Imagine someone owning part of Uber now. Yeah. So when you are investing $5, you are believing in the vision. Yeah, you are believing in the conversations we are having with you. You are investing, becoming part of the 8% of the entire company, because it is, well, we see where there is a potential of 40 billion plus 800 billion angel investor capital coming on board. We have had conversation of people wanting to invest uh, $1 billion. So that means there's a potential of turning your $5 into $1 million when we are on the stock market. So when you are investing as an angel investor, you are investing as someone believing in the idea. You are not investing for a quick return. But if you still want the monthly one, you keep buying in the tenant partnership group. So we encourage you to understand our agreement, and you are building with us. Yeah. Our agreements will be shared in your inboxes. For those interested, they can ask it. They can ask for Angel Pool shareholders agreement. We shall continue having these meetings. We shall have formal management reports. We shall be audited. We shall attract as we attract venture capitalists. We have roadmaps of being audited. We are going to be listed on the stock market. We are going to be in every nation. For example, we have been able to serve 400 partners. We have been able to reach out to 200,000 tenants, over 180 landlords, over 5,000 agents who we have reached out to. So we are in the direction of making sure after hitting like 1 million tenants in Uganda, we are in Kenya, we want to be in Nigeria. After Nigeria, we want to be in South Africa. After South Africa, we want to be in Egypt. That's our roadmap. But we know we cannot do it alone. And if someone picks interest in being interested in becoming a shareholder, we cannot just close that off. Yeah. So that's why we have brought this conversation as we celebrate 2 years of execution. We have brought this conversation for you to be open, ask any question. We type any question on that WhatsApp group. Type any question. If you don't have anyone, type any question. Type any question, and we'll be open to answer. Some of them we are going to answer them here, and others we shall answer them in the group. Yeah, as as we go on. Right now, I would like to welcome questions. Right? Yes, I would like to welcome questions. In case you have any question about our roadmap, type it, and someone is going to read it. Yes. You can read the question.
Yeah, so yes, I'm back here. So we are going to be going through your questions. Yes. We are going to be going through your questions with Mr. Benjamin right here. You know, he normally tells me that I'm his favorite employee. I come in late and I compensate with it by leaving early. So yeah, I'm just going to go through your questions very fast. We have Christos 101 who is asking. Christos 101 asks, how much is a share? I believe that question has been answered, but you can reiterate that and let them know more.
Yes, how much is a share? $5 in an angel pool.
Yes.
But you are investing in the vision. We shall share the contract with you about shareholding. And $5 in Ugandan shillings at our rate, we value it at 20,000 Ugandan shillings. You become part of the angel investors. That's it.
Okay, and then we have next we have Orochi Owori Richard 5121. He asks, my only question is, when are we starting the angel pool?
The angel pool is open from today. As we mark 2 years, you can now start. having conversation with us in our numbers that are on our website. You can come to our office and you get more deeper way of investing, a deep understanding of how to invest, and you actually have a one-on-one interaction with us, specifically me, about shareholding. You have a one-on-one interaction to know specifically where you are putting your money. Yes.
Yes. And then up next, this is a really good one. Gelahi International asks, what's the maximum number of shares an individual can own?
The maximum number of shares you will get 500 millions divided by 500 millions Ugandan shillings divided by 20,000 Ugandan shillings.
Okay.
That's the maximum.
Okay, okay. Yeah. And here comes Ian 101. He says, for how long is the angel pool running?
We are running the angel pool from now until the target is hit. If we hit the target, we close it.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes.
Then another good question comes in here from Joshua Bihabwa, 5862. He says, my question, if I buy shares for Angel Pool and in the future I want to sell my shares to someone, how possible can that be? How long can it be if one wants to withdraw the shares? Is it possible?
That will be possible.
Yes.
But for the start, you have to look at our Angel Pool agreement, which is separate from the normal tenant partnership agreement. But as you are investing, you need to look at that contract. But as you are investing, you have to strongly believe that we have a roadmap and we are going to be on a stock market where you can easily sell and buy shares. So it will be up to you. Any day you choose to sell your shares, you sell them. Any day you choose to buy them, you buy them. But for now, the contract, the agreement will be shared to you. Yes, and it will clarify and explain in details how you can buy, how you can sell shares, how do you cash out, how do you sell your shares to anyone else, like that. Yes.
Oh, yes, oh, yes. And then Origumi Siriza Timothy 1859 asks, what are the benefits and returns of being part of the Angel Pool?
The Angel Pool, we don't have a guaranteed return, but we show you what we see. And if you are able to see what you see, that's when you should invest. But if you cannot see that we are focused on growth, we are focused on creating an Africa-wide platform that can facilitate, that can enable Africans to access rent easily all over Africa. And then if you are unable to see our vision of turning African data into financial value, you shouldn't invest now. I discourage you to invest if you have not understood our vision. Please don't invest if you have not understood the vision we are building. At this stage, if you want shares, it is more important you first understand what we are seeing and our roadmap. But in case you want quick monthly return, you need to go in the tenant partnership. But for long-term benefits, you need to understand our vision first, then you can bring in your money. We will actually reject your money in case you don't understand the vision, because it might create problem with our relationship with you.
Oh, yes, oh, yes. And then we have Jane Precious 4142 who says, do we send the $5 every month?
No, you can choose to send your $5 once. You can choose to send every month. You can choose to send every day, as long as we are still running the target. We'll be reporting how far we have gone with the target of the Angel Pool. But if you have the mind of sending $5 a month or every day, we also encourage you to let us first meet physically and understand that you understand our vision. Yes, and you also understand the Angel Pool investment agreement.
Yeah, so you can keep those questions coming. You can visit our offices, that is at Palm Lane in Kabale, for more, just as the CEO has said, one-on-one questions and perfect explanations, So I'll be reading the last question here as we get into that. The last question comes from still Ian Rutamwebwa. He says, will the $5 be increased with time, or it's constant till the target of 500M is reached?
For that case, the $5 increase is subject to the valuation of the company. The valuation of the company might increase. What increases your $5? If we get venture capitalists on board, if we create more value through our operations and marketing and all those activities that we do, if we increase our value, our balance sheet, if we increase the value of our balance sheet, your share value increases. If we get a big investor with investing for stock market exit, there your value of share increases, but it is not guaranteed. What guarantees it is our ability to execute to the stock market. Yes.
Great. I had said that was the last, but there's an amazing question that has just come in here. Someone says, can I have an angel pool as well as the normal tenant agreement at the same time? I believe they were asking about the partnership.
Yes, yes. You can become a tenant supporter. That's you are our customer. We serve you according to our agreement. But you can also become an angel investor, and you have there are different agreements: angel pool and then tenant partner. When you are an angel pool investor, you are believing in the vision. When you are a tenant partner, you are earning money from the value we create in the marketplace. That's it.
Yes. Rita Lillian 1538 says, no, it's Jen Precious 4142. Some of us are abroad. I believe that is in answer to the call for people to come by the offices. We have the contacts and all the links to our social media handles, numbers in the bio. You can just get to that number, get to our WhatsApp, get to any of our inboxes across all social media handles, and you will get feedback. Just don't be shy. Just type that question. Just, get into us. So the last question of the day, Mr. CEO, it's a very simple one. And it deals to do with your job, day-to-day job, the promotions and what. Someone was asking in here, I won't say the name, it might be the moderator himself. He was asking that, why did the scarecrow get promoted?
Why did the scarecrow get promoted?
You're always giving promotions here, there, and that. Why did the scarecrow get promoted?
That's a hard one.
Why
did the scarecrow?
Yes.
Scarecrow. No, I don't think it was promoted, right? Why is that scarecrow?
Well, the scarecrow was promoted because it was already standing in its field.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so okay, let me just take these last two. Then the rest will be allowed to come in on our socials. Owori Richard 5121 still asks, what's the rate for the angel pool and when is the return? I believe we answered that.
Yes, I can answer again. There's no rate for angel pool. However, our company valuation determines your money, the value of the money. Yeah, there's no rate. You'll see the details in the angel pool agreement. You are investing as an angel investor. You are investing because you believe in the vision and you believe in the people behind the vision. Yeah, that's clear. There's no rate. But if you want a rate, we have a lot of value we are creating for our small savers scheme.
Yeah, I believe the CEO has explained that very well. You can just he has told you the value of the company will determine your money. So if you give us your $5, you will get the value of the company, get the 8% of that. That will be you. I believe that's it.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Then CEO said dividends after 4 years, or someone is answering. Okay, yeah. So people are attentive. Yeah. Someone says, can't I join the angel pool in case I don't have the 500 million once?
Yeah, $5 you join.
Yes.
$5. We are attracting venture capitalists. We are inviting everyone who has given us traction to be part of the angel pool, because when they bring in their big monies, it boosts your money to become bigger. Yeah, That's company valuation. We can sell, for example, 20% of the company in exchange for $1 billion. So 20%, that means the remaining valuation goes to the people who invested early. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so that's it with the questions. Allow me wish you a good day. And to our dear viewers, it is safe to say we are getting bigger every day.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Yes. So you can just log on to our socials, get to Facebook, get to LinkedIn, get to X, get to Instagram, get to TikTok, this very YouTube, just inbox your questions. You can just type Angel Pool and we will get to you. We'll be sharing the numbers for the people you are free to buzz those inboxes, WhatsApp at any time across the world where you are. Don't mind here. Just buzz those inboxes and you will be answered. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you, our beloved viewers. Welile, compassion that keeps doors open. And remember, rent support is not just charity, it is community. Thank you.
As the sun rises in Uganda, across Africa and beyond, millions of hardworking people earn their living daily. But when rent is due, many face the same challenge, paying on time without stress. Welile was created with one vision: to support tenants, especially daily income earners, pay rent easily, securely, with dignity. Here is where you come in. As a Welile partner, you are supporting families and homes while earning a 15% monthly reward that grows as Welile expands globally. From Africa's bustling cities to the world's financial hubs, partners join hands to make rent payment seamless. Welile, supporting tenants, rewarding partners, connecting the world. Join us today as we make rent payment easier everywhere. As the sun rises in Uganda, across Africa and beyond, millions of hardworking people earn their living daily. But when rent is due, many face the same challenge, paying on time without stress. Welile was created with one vision: to support tenants, especially daily income earners, pay rent easily, securely, with dignity. Here is where you come in. As a Welile partner, you are supporting families and homes while earning a 15% monthly reward that grows as Welile expands globally. From Africa's bustling cities to the world's financial hubs, partners join hands to make rent payment seamless. Welile, supporting tenants, rewarding partners, connecting the world. Join us today as we make rent payment easier everywhere. As the sun rises in Uganda, across Africa and beyond, millions of hardworking people earn